like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me.
One Bittery Barrel here with Elite Trading Live. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. And today it's day 3 of our 5-day series, which we're going to be addressing and talking about fear, right? So we're only talking about, if you guys haven't paid attention, to what we've covered so far. So everything that we've been talking about, it's related to emotions, right? Feelings. It's the thing that touches us the most, right? So, and this is the magic pill, guys. If it was, right? If I had an advice, like only one advice for trading is, right? It would be psychology, greed, fear, revenge, and how to obtain an effective trading mindset, right? How to stack the odds in your favor, right? Which we addressed something on that, on the previous lesson. So going back to fear, guys. So traders who are new to trading and have not yet mastered an effective trading method such as price action trading get frightened of entering the market, in which case they should not be trading real money yet anyways. This is something that I'm reading, that I had written down, and there's the buts, which I'll address that in a little bit. Fear can also occur in a trader following a string of losing trades or a loss that exceeds their emotional tolerance. Discipline, we already addressed that. This shouldn't be happening. So these are the 5 steps, guys. 5 steps to succeed in 2023, right? To overcome your fear or emotions of the market, you must first ensure that you're never risking more money on a trade than you're completely comfortable losing. There's nothing to be afraid of if you're completely fine with losing that amount of money at stake. A trader's fear can be a very restricting emotion because it might force them to miss out on a fantastic trading, opportunity or opportunities, right? So, and there comes the thing, fam. So when we're all starting out, like, right? So we're all told to start trading paper money. And then you move after you get profitable, have a strategy, you switch to real money. And guys, and to me, this is the biggest lie ever. This is the biggest lie ever. So, and why is that? So, guys, trading is all mental. It's all psychological, right? It's all, it's psychological in the mindset, right? It's all related to those 2 things. So, which fear? It's a feeling, right? And there's a saying that, fear, right? After everybody else and run. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid, right? And so what do I recommend for you guys starting out, trading is, okay, if you guys are just starting out, like brand new, like watch my first video, my second, and this is the third, guys, buy 1 contract if you guys are trading options, or 1 share, But hey, because this is all emotional, this is all psychological right here. So you never, ever, ever become a good trader by paper trading. You never, ever manage a trade correctly by paper trading. Because what gets in the way are the 5 things that I mentioned, right? So, and fear is one of them. So, how can we address the fear? My best advice is not by day trading, not by paper trading. My best advice is, okay, if you're trading equity, right? Predetermined risk. We know what we're looking for, right? Based off technicals. Let me just clear this chart. And then you guys can start just like really easy, until you guys, right? Until you guys just like pick up the pace, right? You guys can, like, for an example, on Apple, right? If you guys have a good entry, if you guys know a little bit of technicals, right? So let's say if you guys are just trading based off of the half and whole number. So, right, it's 0.50, 0.50, or 0.00, right? If you guys are trading equity, right? So every time the stock is just like pulling to or popping into a half and whole number, you guys grab that and target the whole number or the half number. Okay, let's get a real example here. So right here on this, okay, on this flash here, right into the 50 EMA, right? And look at how funny it is. Okay, this flash here was right at 133.46, 133.50, right? Okay, you guys buy here, 134. Boom. You guys are out. Right? If you guys are shorting off the whole number, 134, which it broke by 134.15 to 133.50. Let's see if we got to 133.50. We got to 133.64. Very close, right, guys? Just respect the 50 EMA. So that way, you guys can, right, just start like small, right? So I'm risking 30 cents, right, to make 60. I'm risking, 30 cents to get 60, 2 to 1. Or I'm risking 30 cents to get to 90, to get 90 cents off the trade. Right? So, and just rinse and repeat. Because, okay, so per trade, you guys are going to be losing, right? If you guys are trading, shares, it's like, oh, you guys are going to lose 30 cents here on one contract to make 90, right? So let's say this was a green trade. Okay, for you to get to break even, you're gonna have to mass 3 trades in a row. If you lose like 3 trades in a row, you're gonna be at break even, right? And that I'm using only one share as an example, and you guys could do the same thing with options contracts, right? But with the options, you've got the entry, the way you get in and the way you get out, it's extremely important, right? In order for you to maximize the profit, because if it's not volatile, if it's not based off of the 1 minute, if it's not right when it's up and down, a 50-cent move, if you're using like the 15-minute chart, or a 5-minute chart, you're gonna lose money on a 15-cent move, right? Because it's just like, right, slow and it's not going anywhere, right? For an example here, let's You know, even the 3-minute chart, I wouldn't use the 3-minute. I'll use the 1 minute and nothing less. So, and let's just like, we can do a test here, and I can prove it to you guys here just by using the option chart, how it's just like ridiculous, how it doesn't make sense. Okay, and why don't we do that? Okay, so I am going to, and let me just right, we're doing everything in the spot, right? Nothing, right? Nothing planned here. So let's just okay, so let's see on this pullback to the VWAP here, right at 12:30, right? Based off the 15-minute chart, right? It's trading at 135.16. So let me pull up the option chain, and I'm gonna copy the 135 strike, right? And see how much money that would have made us, right? So let's just go here. Okay, Apple 135 strike. And that we're just like, okay, we're grabbing in the money, right? Nothing out of the money. And then it's just like to have an idea, right? How much we would have paid, how much money we would have made, right? So let me just okay, go here. Boom. Remove all, apply. Okay. Let's just go here, customize grid, all set. Okay, it was at 12:39. So now let's find 12:39 here, guys. 12:39, 12:39, 12:39. It was right about here. 35, 36, 38, 39. Okay. That's like at 12:40, 12:39, right? Okay. It was at 177, right? Now let's look at the premium. Just look at, right? Because of the 15-minute chart, right? You got to pop to, oh, wow, 186. To then see this going against you to, right, 168, which is not much, right? It's very little. To then, okay, the high of this was, okay, 206. Wow, you made $30 per contract on that move, right? While I'm going to show you guys the real deal, right? Let's look at the open here. Okay, it opened, it dipped right into the entry, 66, and then 125, over 100%. But that's looking at the, okay, I'm not being fair here. So let me be fair. So because the dip was at, okay, it would have been the 133 calls here. So let me just copy the 133 calls. I want to be as honest and transparent as possible, guys, and just like show you guys the reason why you guys never trade, you know, based off of on a 15-minute chart. You know, people that don't know how to trade, that's what they do, right? When I see someone with a, it drives me nuts. So, okay, and the money contract, right? So now let's go back into, okay, so just pay attention to this. The top of this candle here, it happened at 9:45, right? And at 9:45, can you guys see that? At 9:45 here at 197, where, okay, that's when I talk, guys, it's about speed and distance. And look, if you guys had just like traded like my way, the web back way, 144 to 234 to 236, almost like a point. So quick, boom. Within what time was this? 9:37 in 7 minutes. Right? Where's the money at, guys? Tell me, where's the money at? Is it on the 15 minutes chart? Is it on the 30 minutes chart? Trading options? Is it on the 3-minute chart? No, it's on the 1 minute. That's where the money is, period. Point blank. End of conversation. Right? And it's proving right here for retards that likes to watch the options chart. Here it is. Right? So suck it up. So, and how do you overcome fear, guys? By taking the trade and knowing exactly, okay, do small, not paper. Okay, I'm going to do one contract or one share. Okay, this is my entry. I'm risking $1 to make $1, or I'm risking 50 cents to make 50 cents. You guys can start like 1-to-1. That's totally fine. But I recommend at least like 2-to-1, right? 2-to-1, it's decent. So that way you get one right, and then you can get two wrongs in a row. So which means you're going to be at break even, and then you're still going to be a break even, right? So, but 3-to-1, even if it's like 30 cents, you're risking 30 cents to get 90 cents, which is so easy here. You get like so quick, right at the open here, boom, right at the right, this quick double bottom here, it went from, now let's see here, this quick double bottom right here, right, it went from 132.74 to 133.83, over a point, guys. Over a point. Over a point. Had you guys been a little patient, or you guys missed the entry? Okay, the VWAP. Trade right at the VWAP here, fam. Oh, Billy, but it broke the VWAP. This is not breaking the VWAP, right? Especially when you have the 50 underneath. This is double confirmation that the trade is good. Let's say you enter at the VWAP, which happens to be at, okay, 133.25. The low was at 133.10. If you're using 30 cent, if you're using a 3-to-1 with a 30-cent stop, right, at the open, right, you wouldn't have gotten stopped out, right? Right, 30 cents, to make 90. But it doesn't mean, guys, all right, it hit 90 and then you guys are getting stopped out. So, okay, breaks the 90. If it has momentum, you guys stay in. And then you know what? Set a trailing stop. If it hit $1.10, then you guys are, all right, so I'm going to set a trailing stop of 5 cents or of 10 cents. Right? Whatever. Or just manage the trade. That's the best thing. So that way you guys are seeing the price action. That way you guys are just seeing things the way it needs to be seen. Right? So the biggest lesson here, no paper trading. right? To get rid of fear is grab one share, one contract, right? And then do it over and over again, and using a 3-to-1, you know, a 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? I want a 3-to-1. I want a 3-to-1. So once you guys do this, are profitable for 5 days in a row, right? What we're going to do is then we increase to 2 shares or 2 contracts. The only thing that's going to change is as it's popping or dropping, it all depends if you go long or short, right? When you go long, that means you're buying low to sell high. So when you go short is you're borrowing or buying puts high. If you're shorting to buy low and give it back to the broker, return the shares, or you sell your puts, right? So, and then you start increasing the contracts, and then, okay, or shares for, okay, for another 5 days, maybe 2 weeks, right? But the first, okay, you're paying yourself really quick right away, right? As it's popping and holding the second, right? Or you can do the same thing here since it's only 2, right? You can do the same. So, okay, right? The reason why I would sell one, let's say, you know, it's a 3-to-1, right? But you get a 50% pop here. The only reason why I would sell one is because if you get a pullback here, if you get a little pullback, you're not going to be scared. You're not going to be like, oh man, I can lose all the money here. So you paid yourself. So if anything, you add that one back on the pullback and selling a pop, right? So that's just an idea, guys. But whatever it is, first things first, you know, like I want a 3-to-1, either if it's share or options, right? For options, it's a bit different, right? For options, it's basically we have our targets, but options, in order for you to get paid, you know, you got to sell on that pop. If you're buying calls, you got to buy the drop, you got to buy the red, and then you got to sell the green, right? Then I would focus on, you know, for options, I would focus on, for an example, you know, make 30 to lose 30. Because you can easily, especially if it's at the end of the day, do the same thing, right? But the thing is, with options, you see like fluctuating so much. Like I said, if you had mental issues and we're using the 15-minute chart, like trading options, you would have seen like you know, because you're waiting for it to reach a certain right level to sell, right? You would have seen your contract just melting. So, but I can use the same thing for options, right? So you're giving 50 cents for $1, right? But it doesn't mean like if it hits $1 and you get out, since you only have one contract. So once it breaks the $1, let's say this was your target. If it breaks this target here to the upside, right? As long as it's holding this level here as a support, you're good. It's traveling the 90 MA here. We got a new high, which means, okay, this is our new support, right? If it breaks the support here to the downside, we're out. Other than that, okay, we're staying in. It's holding the 9, and we got another pop here. So now this is support. We got another pop. Now this is support and resistance, right? We had volatility compression here with a bull flag, right? clearly gonna continue. Boom, right? And then same thing with shares. But with shares, if you guys want to sell a little quicker, right, with equity, it's just fine. I just want you guys to be like day trading. You know, it's you got to be quick on the trigger, and you got to plan the trade ahead of time and trade a plan, right? Guys, if you guys see any value, right, on this, you know, on this lesson, please make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram, and to our Twitter. For some reason, there's an issue with the YouTube channel, with the YouTube channel. So we're still trying to figure it out, like why they can't give us a handle, a username, right? Instead of just like dropping the whole URL, which is going to take like the whole space. But basically it's this, right? Refreshing. Please watch this lesson over and over again. Please do me this favor, right? And I promise you, you guys are not gonna be disappointed. I promise you guys are not gonna get disappointed, right? So, okay, guys, you guys have a great day, a great afternoon, and great night. It all depends on what time you guys are watching this. And I'll see you on the next lesson. All right, take care, family. Be safe.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me.